Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you my top 10 Call of Duty players of all time list. I think I'm going to make this like a yearly thing. I waited until the end of Advanced Warfare to make this list, and at the end of Black Ops 3, I'll probably make another one, just to see if anything has changed in the upcoming year. Now, as far as what I took into account for this list, three things. Number one, championships and accomplishments. So how many ever times you won an event, if you had anything special like you won COD Champs, you won X Games, stuff like that. Number two, skill, obviously, just like the eye test, like from watching Call of Duty, you know who the good players are and you know who the bad players are. And number three, earnings. So the total amount of money you've won from playing Call of Duty, strictly counting tournament winnings alone, obviously. Also, the last thing I'd like to say is the championships might be a little bit off. Basically, what I did is I counted every single fucking championship someone has ever won just to put it on an even playing field, because there's a lot of people that don't count MW3, there's a lot of people that don't count online tourneys, there's a lot of people that count tourneys for certain people and then don't count it for other people. I don't know, there's a lot of bullshit that goes on with that. There's like random tourneys out there that people have won back in the day, like GameStop tourneys and stuff. There's all sorts of shit with championships. So basically, I just counted everything for everyone just to make it simple. But in my personal opinion, MW3 shouldn't count and online shouldn't count. But for the purposes of this video, and because a lot of these players, they do count them, I'm gonna just count them. Also, the earnings might be a little bit off. I'm not sure. There's a lot of the older tournaments that people just don't know how much they really won and stuff like that. So they might be a little bit off, but they should be pretty much accurate. I'm just listing what I was given based on the information that I have, because a lot of the stuff wasn't really tracked like it is nowadays back then. So anyways, all that being said, let's go ahead and get into this list, man. So before even getting into the list, the two honorable mentions that I do have are Rambo, who is actually number 16 in earnings, and he has 9 championships. Everyone knows about Rambo. And Parasite, who is number 10 in earnings, and he has 10 championships. And obviously the special achievement is he won COD Champs. Honestly, Parasite could probably sneak in there because of skill, but the people I have ahead of him pretty much destroy him on accomplishments. But Rambo, like, he's basically on the outside looking in now because his skill is about equal to the people I have on the bottom. Like, I wouldn't say he's better than them, and they beat him in accomplishments, so that's why they took his spot in the top 10. Alright, coming in at number 10, we got Big Timer. Number 11 in earnings, 13 championships, special accomplishments, winning COD XP. He was the original winner, man. He had the most championships held for a long time, until Black Ops 2, basically, when Complexity started their run. Aches and TP passed him, but for a long time, he was the most winningest COD player in the world. The only negative thing you can really say is that a lot of his championships were in a time when the competition wasn't nearly as fierce as it is nowadays. Like, nowadays, there's a lot of teams, there's a lot more good players. It is a lot harder to win nowadays than it was, say, back in COD 4, MW3, Black Ops 1, that type of stuff. So that's really the only thing you can say about him, but 13 championships is still 13 championships. And who doesn't fucking like Big T, man? Like, he's just a cool dude. So Big T, number 10. Coming in at number 9, we got Merc. Number 3 in earnings, 13 championships, COD XP as the special achievement. Honestly, the only thing that separates Merc from Big T, in my opinion, because I think they're pretty similar in skill level, but Merc happens to be number 3 in earnings, which is really fucking good. He's just happened to place well at COD Champs every year, so his earnings are really high up there. Other than earnings, they're pretty much equal in my opinion, so that's the only reason I got Merc at number 9. Coming in at number 8, we got TP, 18 championships, number 8 in earnings, special achievements, he won COD Champs during Ghost, probably regarded as one of the best, if not the best, OBJ players in Call of Duty history. But what I just said is the problem right there. The only thing that brings TP down from the people that are ahead of him, because he does have a little bit better accomplishments than a few of the people ahead of him. The problem is they are actual better Call of Duty players, so skill obviously does play a factor in the ranking. Not to say TP's bad or anything, but for example, I mean, there's people like Formal who are just clearly better players. They just haven't put the time in to have the accomplishments that TP has just yet, but that'll probably be changing soon. So for that reason alone, I got TP at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I got JCap. Number 6 in earnings, 5 championships, special accomplishments, winning COD champs this year obviously. Widely regarded as the best player in Black Ops 1. I believe he was regarded as the best player in MW2 as well. So the main reason I have Cap ahead of Teep is mainly just because of the earnings. If you look at the championships, TP has so many more, triple to almost quadruple his championships. Yet Cap is higher in earnings, mainly because of his placement at COD champs. He won, obviously, this year, and he got second in BO2. And honestly, I think other than the first half of Ghost with the MTAR and maybe Black Ops 2, JCap has been better in every other Call of Duty. So that's why I got him at number 7. Coming in at number 6, I got Formal. 11 championships, number 17 in earnings, special achievements, the gold medal from X Games of this year obviously. The only thing you can say about Formal is he doesn't quite have the accomplishments as everyone else on this list, obviously, but you can clearly see that the skill is there. That's the only thing that kind of saved him, because his accomplishments are not near anyone else on this list. But he's also new to COD. He hasn't been playing for as many years as everyone else, so after the end of Black Ops 3, I bet his accomplishments are going to look pretty good. The main thing you could say against him is he hasn't had a good placement at COD champs yet. Did bad in Ghosts, did okay this year in Advanced Warfare, but that's the main thing really missing from his accomplishments at the moment. Coming in at number 5, I got Aches. 19 championships, number 4 in total earnings, special accomplishments, winning COD champs in Call of Duty Ghosts. The only thing, in my opinion, that is keeping Aches ahead of Formal at the current moment is his accomplishments are right there at the very top. He has top 3 accomplishments when you look at earnings and championships. But obviously, Formal is a better player than him, but not by as much as people think. Honestly, Aches is probably a much better player. Well, at least before Advanced Warfare, he was a much better player than people gave him credit for, simply because obviously he likes to roast the green wall, and that obviously isn't good for your image. But other than that, I mean, statistically in Ghost, he was one of the best players up until the Vector. Black Ops 1, I believe he's regarded as one of the best players. Black Ops 2, he was top 10. So honestly, he is one of the better players, but when you have people like Scump, Crim, Formal around, like, it's hard to be the best player. I'm curious to see what will happen in Black Ops 3, because that might change this ranking a little bit. Coming in at number 4, I have Clayster. Number 5 in total earnings, 12 championships, special accomplishments, X Games gold medal, COD champs, and he got COD champs MVP, which is actually something they just started this year, but he is the current only COD champs MVP, I guess you could say. We'll have a new one next year. Probably regarded as the best AR player in Call of Duty history. Formal obviously has the skill to compete with him, but Clay's been doing it for so long. Formal is just new to the scene, obviously, so that's why I gotta give it to Clay. Curious to see what happens with him in Black Ops 3 as well. Coming in at number 3, I have Scump. 18 championships, number 9 in earnings, widely regarded as the best player in MW3 and in Advanced Warfare, 2-time X Games gold medal champion, pretty much the best slayer in Call of Duty history. The only thing I can say is his earnings are a bit low, because I think on this list, almost everyone else has at least one COD XP or COD champs, so that obviously boosts your earnings when you do that. But it's not like he's really choked either. I mean, he got top 3 twice, and then this year obviously they kind of choked a little bit, got 7th. He has placed well in the past. That's really the only thing really missing from his resume is winning COD champs, which honestly could be a possibility for Black Ops 3 if they have this same team. He's honestly just up here because of his skill. His earnings aren't that high, and a lot of his championships were during MW3, but his skill mainly just made up for all of that. Coming in at number 2, we have Karma. Number 1 in earnings, 14 championships, special accomplishments, X Games gold medal this year, won COD champs in Ghost, and also won COD champs in Black Ops 2. The only player to do so. Widely regarded, along with Crim6, to be the best Black Ops 2 player. Obviously, winning COD champs 2 times puts you up there in the earnings list, but the lead has significantly decreased because of Advanced Warfare. Crim caught up to him quite a bit, basically because of the struggles he was having on Optic Nation at the beginning of Advanced Warfare, but still, his accomplishments basically destroy everyone else's, and he clearly has the skill to back that up as well, so that's why I have Karma at the number 2 spot. And at this point, everyone should probably know who number 1 is, but coming in at number 1, we have Crim6, 23 championships, number 2 in total earnings, accomplishments, X Games gold medal this year, 1 COD champs in Call of Duty Ghosts, widely regarded as the best Black Ops 2 player along with Karma, and also widely regarded as the best Ghost player. I don't know if I even really need to spend too much time talking about Krim, but obviously his accomplishments are up there. Him and Karma basically have the best accomplishments. Earnings are up there. Him and Karma once again have the best earnings. Championships, he's number 1 by a long shot. Probably the smartest, in my opinion, he is the smartest player in Call of Duty. He's also probably the most versatile player in Call of Duty. If you look at the past 3 Call of Duties, he's ran an SMG and an assault rifle in all 3. So yeah, Krim at number 1, I mean, I don't really feel like I need to sit here and convince people that he's number 1. I think most people have the same opinion as myself. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave your top 10 players in the comments section down below. Also, feel free to recommend anything else for me to make a top 10 on, and if I like your suggestions, I will use them. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day, and peace out.
You got a secret, like you victorious. I'm back on a Tuesday and fucking feels glorious. I'm on the backbeat, sipping in the backseat, listening to NSYNC. No, not Backstreet.